Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy Modern J, and I am back with another video. So last summer, when the Nuggets signed Jamal Murray to an enormous 5-year, $170 million contract extension, a lot of people did not agree with it, and I get the fact why. The way Jamal Murray was playing at that time simply wasn't worth that amount of money, once again based on his on-court performance. And at that time, Murray was only averaging 18 points and was shooting 36.7% from the 3 and 43.7% from the field. Jamal Murray's role on the Nuggets is to be their main scorer or a high volume scorer for the Nuggets, but the dude was only attempting 5.5 3-pointers per game. So once again, at that time, Jamal Murray simply wasn't worth that amount of money based on his on-court performance, and people thought it was a bad contract. Now, once again, I get the fact why, but I believe the Nuggets were looking at what he could be in the future rather than what he was at that time. Jamal Murray is a big part of the Nuggets' future. He is their corner franchise player alongside Nikola Jokic, and there is one thing you simply cannot deny about Jamal Murray. He does have the superstar level potential inside of him. When Jamal Murray is hot, he is probably one of the most unstoppable players in the league, and he has shown us this. And just to name a couple of games, earlier this season when he dropped 48 points against the Celtics, and in the postseason last year, he went off for 21 points in the fourth quarter in Game 2 of the first round against the San Antonio Spurs. And something else that Jamal Murray has that a lot of superstars have is clutchness. Murray has proven that he is a clutch player. When the Nuggets need him the most, he seems to deliver, and so far in the playoffs right now in the bubble against the Jazz, Jamal Murray has proven everything I just stated. In Game 1 against the Utah Jazz, when Donovan Mitchell was having a historic night scoring at will, Jamal Murray got red hot towards the end of the game and stole that game away from Mitchell and led the Nuggets to victory. The dude was simply unstoppable in overtime. He ruined Mitchell's historic 50-point night with his 36 points in clutch performance. Also, in Game 4, with the Nuggets down 2-1, Jamal Murray once again stepped up and went off for 50 points, but sadly it didn't result in the win this time. But still, he was huge when the Nuggets needed him the most, and in a win or go home situation, the dude went off for 42 points in another clutch performance. And just the other night, facing another elimination game, he dropped 50 points again in another clutch performance, and he became the third player in history to record a 50-point game while facing elimination. And if the Nuggets do come back down from being 3-1, it's because of Jamal Murray, no doubt about it. So once again, so far this series, we clearly see the superstar potential in Jamal Murray. He has it for sure. Murray clearly has everything required: the talent, the skills, the mindset. But as we take a closer look in this series, we also see the problem that has kept Murray from taking that leap or step, which is consistency and reliability on the offensive end. And that's always been his biggest problem. In Game 2 and 3, Murray was a complete no-show, dropping 14 points and 12 points consecutively. Murray struggled heavily against the physicality of Royce O'Neal and Joe Ingles and just couldn't get anything going. And in many instances throughout his career, that's always been the case. He has a huge game showing off his superstar potential and then goes back to his normal inconsistent form. And back during the regular season, when Jamal Murray went off for his career high at that time against the Celtics, 48 points, he then went on a 13-game streak without a game scoring over 15 points. And the same thing happened again last year in the playoffs, where he was pretty much inconsistent. Also, looking at his stats during the regular season this year, he really didn't make that big of a jump on the offensive end of the floor. Jamal Murray is still extremely young, but being already in his 4th season, you kind of start asking yourself, when is he gonna take that leap, especially when you look at other young guys like Trae Young and even Donovan Mitchell, because the superstar potential is clearly in Jamal Murray. So yeah, once again, from the start, Jamal Murray's biggest struggle or problem has been his consistency and reliability on the offensive end of the floor. He just hasn't made his mark yet. But with that being said, based on this year's playoffs so far, in the first round against the Utah Jazz, which has simply been a thriller so far. You know, being a Nuggets fan, especially the matchup between Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray, it appears that Murray has finally hit his stride. After those two terrible performances, which had a lot of people worried if he would ever unlock his superstar potential, he picked up his game in a fashion we rarely have ever seen before, and since then, he hasn't looked back. I know it's a small sample size, but just based on his energy, his leadership, you can't help but think maybe this time, for real, he may have finally taken that leap for the Nuggets and is here to stay, because he's never done anything like this before. The way Jamal Murray has been playing as of late is what the Nuggets expected from him when they handed him that massive contract. The potential has always been there. Dropping 50, 42, 50 back to back to back is no small feat. He's just in attack mode. He's shooting the three with confidence, attacking the paint. He's just going at everybody. He's not being passive and passing up shots. And if he has truly figured out and fixed his issue with his consistency on the offensive end of the floor, then he is clearly a superstar like his teammate Jokic, and he just makes this Nuggets team much more scarier, and hopefully he can bring this same performance in the regular season. So yeah, this series has been amazing to watch, and it's been pretty exciting, and it's just dope to see a player finally taking a leap, which a lot of people have been waiting on for a while. The duel between him and Mitchell right now might honestly go down in the history book. So yeah, to end it, Jamal Murray is playing out of his mind right now, and he's finally seemed to figure it out. And if the Nuggets do come back down from being 3-1, which is a very difficult feat to accomplish, I believe there's only been like 10 teams in the history of the NBA to have done that. But yeah, if the Nuggets do come back, then a lot of it has to do with Jamal Murray. The dude is simply playing like a superstar, finally. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think Murray has finally fixed the issues he had on the offensive end of the floor with his consistency, and do you think he is a superstar, or do you need to see a larger sample size? Once again, I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts in the comment section below, and let me know what you guys think about this series so far as well, because I think it's been the best series so far this playoffs. But with that being said, that is all I got for you guys today. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, and subscribe for more dope NBA content. We're on that grind for 30,000 subscribers. And don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when I post a brand new fire video, and give your boy a follow on the gram or on Twitter. But with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you guys later. Peace.